What's up, guys? Unfityellowrock here, and I bring you guys Unfityellowrock's Modern Warfare 3 Weapon Guide to Success. And this series is basically going to be talking about every single gun in Call of Duty and how does it feel in a gamer's point of view, in a Call of Duty's player's point of view. And the games that I'll be posting is going to be games that I face average to non-average players, because I'm not going to post gameplays where I just rape face and other guns. Then I'll just talk good about every single gun in the game. So sit back and relax and enjoy the series. What is up, everybody? Unfityellowrock here, and I'm bringing you guys some TDM on Arkin. And as you guys just heard my sexy little double do an intro for me, this is Modern Warfare 3's Weapons Guide to Success. This is where I talk about every single gun in Call of Duty. I mean, not every single gun. I think I didn't clarify that. I'm not gonna do LMGs or sniper rifles. I'm complete garbage with those, and people barely use those type of things, but what people do use is some machine guns and assault rifles. So I'm gonna do some machine guns and assault rifles. That's just how it goes. All right, and today we'll be doing the M4A1. Let me get some clarification on what I'm gonna do for this series, on what the guns are gonna be like. So guns are gonna have no attachments on it whatsoever. I'm using the gun raw, naked. Okay, this is how the gun is. Alright, I'm just gonna talk about how the gun is, how the gun feels, how the gun works, and yeah, and the perks I will always be using is sleight of hand, quick draw, and stalker. Right, those are the only perks I will be using on the guns that will be on the series. Alright, the only perks. And kill streaks, I'm not gonna use any lethal kill streaks. I'll be using the support get up, which is UAV, counter, and advance. So that's what I'm going to be using, and I hope you guys enjoy the series. So let's get into the series. So M4A1, this gun is the default gun that you get, or the first gun that you get, that you ever get. Alright, but the problem is with this gun, it's not really that good. Alright, far range, it's horrible. Alright, like I swear to God, like sometimes from far range, even though the gun the maps that Modern Warfare 3 made, they aren't really that made for long range distance. This gun doesn't do any good for long range, right? Like the iron sights are horrible. Like it's a big hole to a little hole. That's what she said, and it's just bad, right? Fire rate on this gun, it's alright. You know, it's one of those guns. You know, it's like the M4A1's a decent gun, but the only problem with it is that the fact that it sucks. All right, like it sucks, right? Like you compare these to the other guns in the game, this is bad, right? Like this won't be a gun that you use. Like I know this is a perfect gun to use until you unlock the Scar L, right? Like these guns, they can be preferably compared to each other, but they just, like, not to the point where, you know, you can say, oh, this gun is just exactly like the Scar L. No, the M4A1 is not exactly like the Scar L. It doesn't have the damage of the Scar L. It doesn't have the accuracy of the Scar L. You know, it doesn't have nothing. And let's talk about recoil. Recoil on this gun is really, it's like Infinity War. They added a new recoil, and which is the pull recoil now. Back in the day in the other Call of Duties, and still in this Call of Duty, every single gun either had an up to up right or left recoil, or a down to down right left or recoil, and then a down up recoil. And then we got the ACR, which is the only exception that had absolutely no recoil. Alright, and with this gun, it came with something new, the pull recoil, right? Like that's how I feel when I'm using this gun. I feel like the gun's iron sights is pulling towards my face. Alright, and it's kind of weird, you know, but it does come into effect when you lock this thing with the red dot sight, or the holographic sight, or the hybrid sight. You know, the hybrid sight and the holographic sight, they're really good on these guns. With the M4A1 especially, since it has very bad iron sights. Like the attachments, I'll probably and the proficiencies I'll probably recommend this gun to is use proficiency attachments, which will give you 2 attachments, and use I probably go with extended mags and the red dot sight. Right, like you lock extended mags very, you know, quickly in the game if you know, use the gun long enough, you know, and it gives you more bullets. That's always a must, and especially since this gun kills in probably a weird fashion, and you know, probably you'll end up in these situations where you have to spray people down like no tomorrow. extended mags is pretty good. And the red dot sight, just because these iron sucks, these iron these iron sights, they're pretty bad. And yeah, the iron sights, yeah, I don't like them. Like my preferable iron sights is a circle, or probably just as the ACR is, like a little rectangular box that can let you lock onto targets really fast. Since I use a control freak, let me show you guys, or let me let you guys hear. See, that's my control freak right there, and I don't know if you can hear this popping up, but yeah, and came off. See, that's what I use a control freak. It's for accuracy purposes, for me to pwn the helpless noobs. And yeah, stuff like the control freaks, they do help with accuracy a lot, especially when you're using guns like this. Like with sniper rifles, the control freaks, they don't work that much, alright? Like honestly, the main point for the sniper rifles is to be Twitch and Twitch only. I know I may offend some people, but I do have a lot of bad things to say about every single sniper in the Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 community. So much things bad, but I didn't come here to talk shit about nobody. I just came here to have fun and make videos for the people who watch them. So I won't talk shit about snipers. But yeah, for snipers, they're kind of like twitchy, so that's why the whole intention of quick scoping and hard scoping and drag scoping. With the drag scope, once you see a guy, you drag your scope up a little bit and try to catch him with that little crosshair, and boom, you got him. And yeah, it's just a Twitch thing, so the control freak isn't probably that good for it. But for assault rifles and submachine guns, those control freaks are perfect. They're $15 each. When Cyber Monday comes, I'm doing this on Black Friday. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Forgot to say that in my last commentary. Cyber Monday's coming up, so you can probably buy this for $5 cheap. So anyway, guys, it's the first of many of Modern Warfare 3 weapons, guys. Success, and I hope you guys enjoy.